just a casual perusal of YouTube News, which is playing the most watered down, filtered mainstream media version of events ever. Does anybody trust YouTube News to give you the truth? But when the truth becomes so fucking obvious that you don't have a choice about believing it, then that's when they'll cop to it, like they've been on it all the time. Vigilant journalists that they are. Less than 10 years ago, even 5-6 years ago, MK Ultra and directed energy weapons was all speculation and conspiracy theory. Although, when it comes to directed energy weapons, I don't know why. Especially since there's been crowd control energy weapons. There's been rail guns, which are basically sling a big slug out. How do they do that? That's not with a propulsion element like an explosive detonation. That's with the field of energy going through a coil that pulls a big slug of metal across and then slings it out there at hypersonic speeds. So, and then there's just straight up lasers that are shooting missiles out of skies. We already employ them on U.S. naval ships. Why the fuck would someone think they wouldn't do the same thing to people? Then there's also, how about the Palisades fires or the Maui, where these wildfires in places that don't have wildfires. Literally, there was water lapping up under some of the buildings burning down from a wildfire. You could have had just a bunch of people holding buckets of water and put that shit out. But nobody allowed it. But you know what one thing didn't burn? Blue roofed houses. Or, oh, that was Alhambra though, right?
No, that was Palisades.
And blue vans. And yet...
And blue trash cans. Plastic.
Blue trash cans.
Every other trash can.
Every other thing burns, but there's something about blue that doesn't combust with lasers. So these are mysteries. And maybe you could have William Shatner on there talking about the mysteries of the wildfires. Oh, you know what I mean? Come on. Give me a break. America is just a slow special fucking Jerry's kid retard. We don't want to believe anything until it literally is burning up your fucking kid. Dumbass motherfuckers. You know, conspiracy theories. I could name maybe one. I don't even know of one that I could name. And I'm all about the conspiracy theories, but I'm also about truth and reality too. And hard science, math. Although I don't know if any of this shit's true anymore. I can't even, nobody can, come up with a solid, actual fact, plan, reason for why there's no flat earth. Because the governments of the world sure do support that whole theory, since they won't let anybody go into Antarctica, except maybe Will Smith doing a photo op on the shore somewhere of, you know what I mean? You're talking about a giant continent. So you let everybody go into Mission Bay in San Diego, and you're going to measure the entire country of the United States by one little bay somewhere. Well, might as well have a set, and you just have people going up in front of, like, where they used to have those photos where people would stick their face in the hole, and one person's a fucking country bumpkin, and then they got his country bumpkin wife. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. So the fact of the matter is, and then MK Ultra, mind control. Nobody can control your mind. Well, it turns out you're a big bag of water, and frequencies do a lot of shit to water, and they can easily emit those frequencies through transmitting towers. So what do you think that these people that don't believe in directed energy weapons, although it's slinging a slug right in their fucking face, you think those solid mental pictures of resolve are going to be able to withstand MK Ultra or whatever? They don't even know if they've been, I might have gone crazy or I might have been dosed with LSD one day. I don't know. Duh. Nobody wants to think critically. Nobody wants to think independently. Because if you say something that's against the norm of trends, then you're somehow castigated from society, and everybody wants to look cool. Everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses, and everybody wants to like live in Thousand Oaks, where we happen to be right now. And this is the most judgmental fucking bunch of lame pieces of shit. I just got done yelling at a dude because, yes, I get it. We have to watch out for pedestrians. Although pedestrians apparently don't have to watch out for themselves. This dude's walking down the middle of a fucking street, and I gotta wait for the fucking asshole to get it. And then he wants to cross in front of where I'm. So now he's just basically like strutting like some cocky banty rooster. Fucking, I could just walk anywhere I want. Well, how about I don't respect the rules of society and I run this stupid fucker over? Then we say, oh, what happened here? Well, you dumbass, I might be in jail, but you're fucking dead under my Suge Knight wheels. Now what? Everybody needs to, like, stop being so right. Because 10 years goes by and all of a sudden, oh, now these things are all true. And this is the reason I bring up any of this is these are ongoing congressional investigations being talked about on every news agency in the world. And so basically the United States is guilty of not only using directed energy weapons to harm. And oh yeah, we'd use them against other people. You don't think we'd use them on ourselves because there's not any suspicious problems with Woolsey Canyon or the Paradise Fires. Almost 10 years ago, we were driving on the 101 through Calabasas, and we saw the effects of the Woolsey Canyon fire. Now, there's no trees there. There's seasonal grasses, but they flash when they catch on fire. And all the guardrails, the steel guardrails, were all drooped like candle wax. And yet, the wooden posts that hold them up were untouched. How does a fire do that? No trees. Right?
Yeah.
Say hi, MK Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Yeah. So what I have a problem with is everybody wants to discount, dismiss, and disrespect people that come up with, that have the fortitude and the courage to say something about shit that they see, and then they're somehow vilified as crazy. But that's exactly what the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, and the central banks. Why does everything have to be centralized? Because we have an intelligence agency that goes and operates with impunity in almost every country in the world. Why do we think that we created this thing? Why do we think it's going to be loyal to us? It's probably got more power in other countries, so it just goes. They could even shut down their American fucking branches, and it would still be a foe of America, because their thing is about operating with impunity in other countries against their will. And do you think that they see, if anything, what would the Central Intelligence Agency see? It would see that America is a country full of ignorance and hypocrisy, and we create evil, devilish things, and then we don't want to even believe they exist. Our exclusionary mind is such that, and it's not about white people. It ain't about white people. It's about American people. American people like to have this insular form of news where we hear a lot about ourselves. We hear all about ourselves, but international news, very tiny. Oh yeah, some countries should revolt. And now, on to sports or weather big boobs or whatever. You know, I mean, come on. We got this, the time for pretending like ignorance is the soup du jour, that's over. That's over. We don't have time as a country to waste. They're poisoning us in the air, the food, the water, the land, everything. There's no organic, because anything organic has to grow out in the open. And it's being poisoned too. It's just being less poisoned. So if you want to live as a country, I think we're done. I really do. I think that there's no, and this whole thing about home of the brave and land of the free, that's some song you've been singing, but it's not based in reality. I know I'm pissing you off because I'm pissing me off. So I gotta go.